Now in our Prequel Cred series we get to 2020, and the start of this year the coronavirus did everything it could to stop us getting out. Having said that, we went into a lockdown, but still this year we did manage to get 17 creds in between lockdowns, so that was a pretty good result. The first of which, when we were allowed out, was to visit our local park, and that was Crealy. Crealy in Exeter, Devon is a great family theme park, and it has 3 creds in total. So we started off with a re-ride on Maximus roller coaster, as well as enjoying the other rides there, such as Tidal Wave Log Flume and other rides. The first new cred was Cred 258 Shark Bay, a family indoor coaster, and then Cred 259 was the Twister roller coaster, a spinning mouse style coaster. Good ride. We then visited Chessington World Adventures again and managed to get re-rides on classics such as Vampire, and also the Dragon's Fury. No, new cred was Rattlesnake, which is a wild mouse style coaster. Rattlesnake was cred number 260. We then managed to get a chance to go over to Poland to visit the famous Energylandia park and experience all the rides there. And there is a separate video on this that goes into a bit more detail if you want to see that. But they were Cred 261, the amazing Zadra RMC coaster, Cred 262, the Boomerang family ride, Cred 263, the Dragon roller coaster, Cred 264, Energus, Cred 265, a launched Vekoma coaster called Formula with loops. That was a great ride. Cred 266, a family ride, Frida. Cred 267, Fruity Loop coaster. Cred 268, Happy Loops, another family ride. And then Cred 269, the amazing Intamin hypercoaster Hyperion. Not to be confused with Hyperia, which came a few years later to Thorpe Park in the UK. A great ride. Both great rides. And we've got other videos about that. Cred 270, a family ride, Mars. Cred 271, a Vekoma SLC, Roller Coaster Mayan. A fairly rough ride, but hey, worth it all the same. And then also we managed to get, this is not classed as a cred, but a great ride, a unique water ride called Speed. Whilst we were in Poland, we also managed to get over to Legendia Park as well. And we had a re-ride on the Devil's Loop ride, which was formerly in the UK at Lightwater Valley and American Adventure. So that didn't count as a new cred. Cred 272 was the amazing Vekoma Let Coaster. That was a really great ride.
So here we are with the front row Crealy, a rock coaster, much quieter and slower than the previous one. Here we go.
And then lastly, Cred 273 was a Pinfari ride, which I believe is now no longer there. It did feel a bit old when we went on it, and that was Dream Hunters Society. And then finally back to the UK for a visit to the Big Sheep and a go on Rampage. This is a great family coaster with 2 lift hills, and actually used to be at the Metroland in Newcastle, so it's great that it was saved. It didn't go abroad, stayed in the UK, and the Big Sheep bought it as their flagship ride, and it was a great ride. Cred 274 Rampage. And that ends 2020. It started bad but ended up relatively okay. 17 new Creds. Obviously all the parks had restrictions that year that we had to adhere to, social distancing and of course wearing coronavirus masks as shown in the pictures.